What's going on, guys? John here from John's Fishing Channel. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. I'm actually doing something a little different today. I'm at the Fred Hall Fishing Show in Long Beach, California. It runs for a couple days down here, but I thought it'd be great just to get out and meet some people, show you guys some awesome content, talk about fishing and hunting stuff, and it should be a really exciting day. I'm inside. I'm in the first room, which is a bunch of boats. They have pontoons, fishing boats, speed boats, more fishing boats, a couple of large yachts over there. That's a pretty nice setup. There's a lot of really cool boats in here, and I just like looking at a lot of things. I don't know if I'd necessarily ever buy a brand new boat, because you save a lot of money by buying a used boat, but boy, they sure are shiny and nice to look at. Some well crafts right here. Very cool. Very shiny. Here's a Phoenix, which are really nice. When I went out fishing with Rich Tauber a while back, he had a Phoenix. And they're really cool boats. I really like them. Long Beach Convention Center's got some swag going on. This is like a club up in here. A little restaurant, a little bar over there. It's the first time ever coming to a convention here. It's pretty neat. A couple different exposition halls. This is really what I'm looking for. These are where all the booths are set up, where they have rods, reels, tackle, bait, trips, all sorts of really cool stuff in here. Got the Ford booth here. They got a couple of nice trucks. Great for pulling boats. Here's the 2500 Power Stroke. Beautiful interior. You guys know I'm a huge Ford guy. I've got the 74 Bronco. I absolutely love Fords. I always have. And I'm really looking forward to the upcoming fabulous Ford Forever show, which will be at Buena Park, California, near Anaheim. It's actually at Knott's Berry Farm at the end of April, and it should be really fun. Get together with the Bronco guys and just have a good time. And there'll actually be a few booths that I'll be seeking out here, a couple vendors that I really want to talk to about sponsorship for my fishing channel. And I'm kind of looking for them right now first, and then I'll come back and check out all this stuff. It's funny they actually use that for fishing. It looks like a lamp or something, but if you're gonna catch a 1,000-pound marlin, you need something like that. Santa Ana River Lakes in Corona Lake. I actually used to go fish there a lot when I lived in Corona. Not a lot, probably half a dozen times. Caught a couple catfish, but that's a cool place to go fishing if you're just looking to get out and catch some fish. Got some cool, nice little saltwater fishing rigs here if you want to go out on a daily trip. This is definitely the kind of boat that you want to look at. There. And here's the freshwater bass tank. This thing's pretty cool. It's all over YouTube, and the guy will stand up there and cast into it and show you different ways to work different baits and how to kind of get the fish to instinctively react to the baits that he's casting and stuff like that. And there's a monster fish in here. They call that one Bubba. A couple more, just monster bass. The size of that bad boy, he's big. Pretty cool though. I'm here at the Isoline booth, and they have free coaching and fishing tips and lines and connections like that. I'm here with Ernie, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what they do here and the show in general.
Okay. We're here as a fishing company, but we are basically just in this booth teaching people how to tie knots and connections. For example, spectra to monofilament.
Which is really important with saltwater fishing, is to have that leader on there so the fish don't see the line.
Right. And also we use fluorocarbon besides, in addition to monofilament.
Great.
So that's our function here. It's free, and we just teach people the connections.
I'm going to sit down with Ernie. I'm going to learn how to tie a quick knot here, and that's one of the most important things in fishing is tying knots. When you hook into a big fish, the last thing you want to happen is your knot to come loose, your line to break. You don't want to lose that fish because you don't have the proper knowledge on tying the proper knot. Well, that was fantastic. I just learned how to tie a fishing knot from a free fishing seminar at the Fred Hall show, which was really cool. It's how you use a knot to tie braided line and monofilament line together so you get that little bit of clear leader on the end of your line, so you don't have to worry about fish seeing your line. And that was about one of the most simple knots that I've ever tied in fishing. I learned it. I hope I can redo it again, and it's called the John's Collar knot. Loading sunglasses, very important. I found the Channel Islands sport fishing booth. Here's Mary, and I had so much fun going out with you guys. I just wanted to stop by and say hi, and if anybody gets the chance, go out with you guys.
Yeah, come check us out. You have lots of choices for fishing up in the Channel Islands.
And those are all the different boats that you guys run. And boy, I went out on the Pacific Islander with Captain Steve. It was so much fun. The cook was just awesome. And I ended up winning the jackpot for big fish, which was amazing. So check them out and make sure you give them a call because they're awesome. Oh man, so I found one of the guys I was looking for here. Dan Hernandez, awesome. He has sportfishing.com. He has the TV show, Dan Hernandez Sport Fishing. I watch it all the time and I love it. He's going to tell you just a little bit about what he does and who he is, and I'm a big fan. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, I'm Dan Hernandez. This is my 28th year on television.
Wow.
I also have a nonprofit foundation.
Dan's Kids. Very cool.
This is a foundation where we take kids out, inner city kids, out fishing, and we host big lake events throughout Southern California. That booth over there is our fundraiser booth for our youth foundation, and the website for that is dancekids.org. And I think we have our own YouTube channel too.
Yeah, I follow it and I love it.
Yeah,
very
the TV
cool.
show we have our own. So for more information, go to the website at sport-fishing.com. Watch a TV show, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I want to thank John for all his comedy on my YouTube channel.
Thank you very much. And I'll be sure to provide all the information in the description below and link you to all of his stuff. He's a cool guy. That was awesome. Got to meet Dan Hernandez as a fishing TV show. Does saltwater fishing, and he's just a really, really nice guy. He gives back so much of his time and puts so much effort into helping out kids and adults catch fish, and it's just really, really cool. Like I said, he's been on TV for 28 years, so it's just an amazing career. What a nice guy. Very cool. Yeah, look at the size of this shark. Wait for it, wait for it. Oh, look at the belly on that sucker. This is the world record Manco shark caught by Manco Matt, which is awesome. 1,300 pounds, which is insane. Look at the size of that mouth and those teeth. Makes me not want to go in the ocean. St. Croix rods. This is like the tournament rod that I have, which is awesome bait caster. Love St. Croix rods. Very, very cool. One of the greatest things about St. Croix rods is they come with a lifetime warranty. And our cabin is near the factory in northern Wisconsin. We brought all the rods in, they swapped them out for us, no charge. It was really, really easy, and it was really, really cool. Mini Coda trolling motors, a must-have for every fishing adventure that you're gonna go through. This is the 12-foot soft stick. They're really cool. They fold down behind your boat and they suck up the mud and they hold you in place, and they're just really, really cool. Got some hummingbird stuff over here too. Love hummingbird fish finders. I got a new one last year, and it's just a great way to know how deep the water is where you're fishing, what the structure of your fishing is, where you are, a lot of different maps, GPS, stuff like that. So check them out, really, really cool. Plano tackle boxes, one of my favorite items to use in the entire world. They're really, really handy. Grew up using them. I've never switched, but check them out as well. Got some Shimano reels right here, all sorts of Shimano rods, stuff like that. I pretty much exclusively use Shimano reels. They've never failed me. I absolutely love them. I've got the 3500 and a couple bait casters that I picked up last summer. And like I said, they're phenomenal, phenomenal reels. You guys should definitely check them out. So I'm here with Mark at the Shimano fishing booth at the Fred Hall show. Love Shimano reels. I pretty much use them exclusively. He's going to tell us a little bit about them and why they're so awesome.
Well, you know, we got a bunch of reels out here, and the show's going really great for us. Kind of the hit of the show has been the Nutorium. This is the Nutorium HG.
Very cool.
It's compared to last year's Torium or the previous generation, you're looking at about 20.
Pretty slick.
It is, but it's about 20 to 30% smaller. We've added a lot of cool features like our EI coating as well on this, improved drag system. It's smaller, lighter, more compact, new handles. So all in all, it's been the hot ticket here at the show, and you know, we can't keep enough of them in stock right now. It's been a great show. And
very cool.
You know, if you like that, you got Trinidad out there, Talic and lever drags, and then we've got our Therese and our Talus rod. So we're staying busy at the Shimano booth.
Awesome. One of the great things about coming to a show like this is you get to meet guys like Mark from Shimano, who's runs the booth. He's in charge of Shimano reels and rods at the show. So much knowledge, and he's just willing to share it with you, and he's so passionate about fishing, and he really, really knows his stuff. So you're going to get all the information you need, whether it be freshwater, saltwater, rods, reels, anything. You can get the information here at the Fred Hall show. I found Kevin from Real Anglers Fishing Show. I found his Instagram a couple weeks ago, I think, and he does a lot of really, really cool stuff. Here he is, Fred Hall Show.
Fred Hall Show 2015, Real Anglers Fishing Show, Kevin Brandon here. We're going to tell you about the Diamond Assault Ahi jigs right here.
Ahi jigs.
Ahi Assault Diamond jigs. They sink quick, man. They get bit. If you see my Instagram, you see a lot of pictures with them. Macro one, I do so much damage on it. Look at that.
Yeah,
the fish just can't resist it. And they don't, some people look for the jigs that fall this way. Depending on what you're fishing for, man, this sucker's just going to sink straight down. Whew. And back in the day, me and the fellas used to sing a song called First One Down Catches the Big One, so I'll go a little heavier, get straight to everybody else's tangle, and get straight into your fish.
Very cool.
What we do, too, is we mix it up with the Sable jig head, which flutters down. It doesn't fall like a It doesn't drop down like a lead head when you're underwater. It actually flutters down the way the red snapper like it.
Yeah.
A little teaser. And then on the far end, that's where you have, again, your salt diamond jig.
Very cool. And the presentation and the way the jig falls and the way the fish sees it, that's really going to engage their natural instinct to bite. And it's really, really important to have the proper setup for the proper fish.
Yep. Right tools for the right job, right? That's the way it gets done.
Very cool.
And we fish, I mean, these are for surf fishing. Get through those bigger perch with this one.
Neat.
Different colors. Again, the rockfish for like the lingcod, they eat the small red snapper, so it mimics the nice little red rockfish.
Very
sea
cool.
bass can't resist these. The glow in the dark, put it up by the light on the boat like that light there.
That's so cool.
And again, the way that they're designed, they're stopping straight down. Some jigs flutter down back and forth, but again, straight down to the bottom. Can't get up 30 winds. Yellowtail, yellowfin, red, I mean, they just get bit. All they do is get bit, as they say, man. And you can check out videos that we've seen, and we only show you the real on real anglers, regular guys fishing, and again, right tool for the right job. And this is where it gets started, man.
Very cool. And that's one of the most important things about fishing, saltwater fishing, is using the proper jig, rig, setup, line, everything. And I don't know a lot about that, so I'm really looking forward to hanging out with Kevin and just learning a lot about saltwater fishing and going out with Channel Island sport fishing and catching some huge fish. I'm really, really looking forward to catching those white sea bass. I think I have dreams about them. And I don't know, it's just awesome to meet you.
Have you been by the Cousins booth yet? You got to go by the Cousins booth. There's a 65-pound white sea bass laying in there. They caught yesterday morning.
Whoa.
In Newport. Go check it out.
Very
Some
cool.
more great gear.
Very
Cousins
cool.
rod. Pair it up, man. Good American-made products right there. Get the job done. Right tool, right job. Education, learning how to use it is key to fishing. You know, you can have the most expensive gear in the world, but if you don't know how to use it properly, it's just going to sit there and collect dust. So
that's true.
Follow me and John, and we'll show you how to get on those fish, show you how to catch those fish, show you how to cook those fish, eat those fish, and just have a great time fishing. Thank you for stopping by and visiting Kevin Brannon, Real English Fishing Show. Let's go.
Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate it. We're over here at Cousins Tackle. This is Cash, the official spokesman for the company. Wonderful dog. Here is Bill, kind of the guy in charge here, and he's just going to tell us a little bit about Cousins Tackle, who they are, and what they do.
Cousins Tackle. Well, Cousins Tackle is about 2.5 years old now. We have about 50 folks down in Huntington Beach building American-made tackle.
Very cool.
We build it from the ground up. We have a blank plant. We employ 50 Americans.
Nice.
Building fishing tackle. Both rods from trout to marlin and lures and lure components for offshore fishing.
Very cool.
Our plant's open to the public. If you ever want to come down and take a tour, just call ahead, tell us you're coming, and come in and see. It's kind of like a how's it made. And you can come down and see how fishing rods are built from the ground up.
Cool.
Anyway, we're here and at the Fred Hall show, and we're having a great show. Great show. The reception's really good. Big announcement we've made this week is that the Castaway from out of Montgomery, Texas, with Cousins is merged. Cousins is the parent company, and we're going to be introducing Castaway brand out here in the west, and vice versa. We'll be taking Cousins back to the south. So
very cool.
Really love being able to chat with everybody here and give them a story about two cousins. The two cousins, just briefly, is it's myself and my cousin. We grew up. I've been in 39 years in the industry. We grew up in Fenwick. Learned our rod building skills there, as well as our lure building skills. And today we've been involved with probably most major brands that you can probably think of. My cousin founded Seeker. I ran 7 Strand for 28 years, was a saltwater president for Pure Fishing globally, and just decided, you know what, it's time to do this ourselves.
Very cool.
Here we are.
Well, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
But I'm going to go check out that sea bass you caught over there. It's a monster.
62 pounds.
Woo! Look at this monster. 62 pounds of white sea bass. Oh, that's a dream come true right there. Can't wait till I get out of the water and catch something like that someday. And I think it's important to mention that it was caught on Cousins Tackle, CJB 80MCT. I'm sure that's the rig setup that it was caught on. So I'm here with Rick. He's the Hummingbird booth, the Mini Coated booth. I believe it's LH French Company.
Right, we're the reps here on the West Coast.
Cool. And they have Plano down there. They sent me down here. Love their stuff too. and he's just going to explain to us a little bit about why Humminbird is awesome, why Mini Code is awesome, and why you should use them.
Well, first of all, Humminbird and Minn Kota are actually owned by the same corporation. It's the Johnson Outdoors company. They also do Cannon downriggers. Those are the three lines that we represent here on the West Coast. New this year are these units on the bottom. And this is the new Helix unit. These units are new with a new wide screen where everything before was a 5-inch vertical. This is, I mean, a horizontal screen. Now it's vertical. So what's really cool about these is that it gives you on side imaging the ability to see that whole 5-inch screen at a really excellent price. You're looking at sonar starting at $199 up to complete everything, sonar, GPS, down imaging, side imaging for $499.
And the side imaging is so cool on these models, and it's just really, really awesome when you can see what's underneath you on side to side. You can look at the structure, you can see where you're fishing, and if you've never used a fish finder and you regularly fish lakes or rivers or a spot in the ocean that you absolutely love, one of the benefits about getting a Humminbird fish finder is you're going to familiarize yourself with what's underneath you, and you're going to know the spots, you're going to know the depth, you're going to know your favorite rock, your favorite stump, your favorite tree, and it leads to catching so many more fish.
Yeah, and it's great for looking for structure, but then when you find that structure, all you have to do is freeze the screen and either mark that or even move that cursor over that tree and then look at that in a zoom mode like this. Now you can zoom in on it.
That is cool.
And then you say, yeah, that's a place I want to come back to, so I just mark that as a waypoint, and now I can come back to that anytime I want to.
And one of the awesome things about marking spots is if you catch a 5, 6, 7 pound largemouth bass, you mark that spot, you're always going to know where you caught them. Fish are creatures of habit. They'll pass through the same area, the same structure, they feed on the same bait, and you might be able to find them again.
Exactly. And then, so that's our starting price points for side imaging with GPS, and then it goes up from there. So you've got your 600 series. Now your 600 series is different. It's going to have the screen up, and it's going to have a few more features. It's going to have the ability to have soft touch screens on 3 memory buttons. So if there's 3 screens that you like the most, you can touch those and save them just like you would your favorite radio station and then come back to it.
Yeah.
So it does the same things, but just in a different format. Then you come up to the 800, 900, and 1100 series. Again, it does everything the same, except for now you have the ability to network these. You can network these with Ethernet cables, have one on the front, one on the back, and what you're reading on the bow can show on your console unit and vice versa.
And that's really important too, is to know if your sensor's in the front of the boat or in the back of the boat, because you would be able to tell where you are while you're underneath the water.
Now you've got the ability on these now, because there is Ethernet capabilities, to add 360, to add iPilot Link, to add so many different features, to add radar. You can put that in these units.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I use the 600 series myself. It's absolutely phenomenal for what I do. I do a lot of small lake fishing in northern Wisconsin, and that is just a premier model for me, and I absolutely love it.
Right.
Well, thank you, Rick. I really, really appreciate the information. And like I said, I love the stuff, and thanks for talking with me.
Hey, great. Thank you.
So I'm here at the Maui Gym booth with the Maui Gym girls, and they're going to tell us a little bit about the glasses, what they're made out of, and why they are such a spectacular set of sunglasses.
So Maui Gym's the leading premium polarized lens on the market today, so all of our sunglasses are going to be polarized. So in terms of quality and protection of the lens, it's going to be the best in the industry. We have a lot of different lens colors, frame colors, frame styles, things like that. They're really good because of our polarization for fishing, so that's why we're here.
Take the glare off the water.
Yes.
And I didn't realize you guys had so many different styles of glasses, and I mean, if you look at the setup here, the booth, there must be a couple hundred different pairs of glasses here.
We do, and they're not necessarily even all of the styles that we make. We make even more than this. So we recommend for fishing a glass lens. Glass because it's going to be the highest in terms of optic quality. All of our lenses that we make still have our polarization in them. They just vary by the materials that we're made with. So glass, so we do a couple different colors. Our gray lens is going to be our darkest, and then bronze will be next, and then our HT. Our HT is a high transmission lens, so this is going to be great for the changes in the light. So it's great if you out on a cloudy day, you'll be able to still see and still wear them and get that great protection. You know, if your eyes aren't sensitive, you can wear it all day even. We definitely recommend the HT for inland fishing. For offshore, we recommend our gray. And for saltwater, for freshwater, we recommend our bronze. Just works great with the lighting and the water and all of that. So.
Very cool. Yeah, thank you for the information. I never knew that there was just so many different options for so many different types of fishing. They have all sorts of seminars here at the Fred Hall Show. Right now, the California Department of Wildlife is giving a speech. So I'm here with Frank. He's going to tell us about a couple of reels and a couple of products that he's got on his hands here. And I don't know, you guys make really, really awesome stuff. So if you just want to go ahead and take it away.
Okay, well, cool. You know, it's this venue here, Fred Hall and all the rest, we're showing some of the new stuff. And one of the intriguing reels that we've had come out last year, we made some enhancements to. If you're familiar with the Tatula reel, this is what the Tatula reel looks like, okay? And what's unusual about it is what we call the T-wing system. When I talk about the T-wing system, when you have a regular reel and your line's sitting on this side and the level line's over here, when we put it into free spool, it creates a high resistance so you don't get the performance that you would want, okay? When you look at this reel close up, when we put this one into free spool, if you look at this area right here, all of a sudden it opens up.
That's the actual T.
When it opens up, now it creates less of resistance. Bottom line, you're going to get more performance. So that's one of the tools that we had used last year when we introduced the reel called Tatula. This year we have Tatula HD. We wanted to expand a little bit on the reel as its ability to have more power. So HD stands for heavy duty. When I talk about heavy duty, now you're looking at, we want to add a little more capacity. So what we did from the original reel, we took a 100 size spool and we put a 200 size spool in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we added some capacity. Instead of 12-pound test of 120 yards, we added now to 160. So now you have a little bit more comfort feeling if you hook into a big fish. The second thing that we did is when you reel these, you're going to think that the Tatula HD is a little smoother. But we did one change to the reel, and all we did was change the length of the handles. We took a 90 millimeter handle and we made it into a 100 millimeter handle. Okay, bottom line, when you have a longer handle, now you're going to be able to get better leverage. So bottom line, you get more power. So it has created quite a buzz at the show when you look at the Tatula HD. And also remind yourself that with Tatula HD, you're getting 13 pounds of drag in a 100 size frame. That's unheard of.
That's a lot of power in one reel.
Cool.
And it really allows you to work it, you know, like you said, in a lot more capacity, right, which is going to lead to catching bigger fish and more fish.
Exactly. And, you know, one other thing, it does come in various gear ratios. It comes in a 6:3 to 1 and also a high-speed 7:3 to 1 gear ratio. So you're going to enjoy this reel, a lot of power. You can fish it in a multitude of areas, whether it's saltwater or freshwater.
Great.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Frank.
You're welcome.
Well, I've been at it for a few hours, filmed a lot of great content, and now I'm gonna get something to eat. Doing a grilled chicken sandwich with some potato salad and a water for lunch. Look who I found, Rich Tauber, one of my buddies I've been fishing out with. Had a blast last time I went out. I'm hoping to get back out with him. How's the fishing been out in Casitas?
It's been good, John. It's good to see you too.
Yeah.
Really good.
Great.
Well, we offer, you know, half day and full day fishing trips. We have a pontoon boat now. You haven't seen this one, John?
No.
New G3, brand new G3 fishing pontoon.
Great for the
boat.
kids.
Great, yeah, families.
And
all
families.
that. Yeah. Of course, the bass boat, you were out in this one.
Yeah. Fantastic boat.
Yeah, a lot of fun. And basically what we offer is, you know, half day fishing trips that are 4 hours, full day fishing trips that are 8 hours in Southern California. So we're fishing Castaic Lake, Pyramid Lake, Lake Casitas in Ventura, and it's a lot of fun.
Very cool. Yeah, I haven't been out on Pyramid yet, but I'd like to get out there. I hear the smallmouth's a pretty fun catch out there.
It was a very good season this year. A great fall. All of this stuff here, you see on the wall. This is the, you know, the background. This is Pyramid Lake.
Yeah.
Kind of bass we caught this year. Really good fishing.
Great. Now I'm here with Dan from BigBear.com. He's going to tell us a little bit about Big Bear Lake. It's one of the most awesome destinations to visit in Southern California.
That's right. I'll tell you what, Big Bear Lake if you are anywhere in Southern California, simple, easy, quick drive up to paradise. As you
Big
can
Bear
see.
Lake mountains, there's skiing, horseback riding, parasailing, fishing, hiking, mountain biking, all sorts of awesome
This
stuff.
particular visitor guide shows everything about fishing right there. Take a look at that. Dad and son gonna go catch some trout. We probably have the best trout fishery in all of Southern California. The best trout is at Big Bear Lake. We have fishing guides. We have great shoreline fishing. Get out on a boat. If you want to rent a pontoon, bring your own boat, launch it on the lake. Everything, anything and everything. And then let us know how you live it up. And when you get to Big Bear, hashtag live it up Big Bear.
Yeah.
And these are just some of the other things that you could do. I mean, everything from biking, snowboarding, concerts, gold panning, the list goes on, wakeboarding.
So many
Of course,
things.
fishing, flyboarding, you just name it.
Then in the winter, they have skiing, snowboarding, all sorts of really cool stuff.
Come up to Big Bear Lake.
Thanks, Dan. I've really spent the second half of my day trying to connect with fishing charters, resorts, people that Nikki and I can collaborate with, do some promotional work with. One of the big things that we do on YouTube is kind of trade services for our services. We like to advertise for people, but we really only advertise things that we really like to do. So that's all you're going to see in this video is me picking out, destinations or equipment, rods, reels, tackle. I showed Ford. We only do stuff that we really like to do. So we don't want to cram all sorts of stuff down your guys' throats, because it's important that we stay true to Nikki and John and do what we want to do and do what we like. So I spent most of the day, this half day, just working on that. I'm going to wrap it up pretty quick here and probably head out. I'm going to go home and see what Nikki and Iris are up to. I miss them a lot, but I'm really glad that I got to come to this show. I definitely will be coming back next year. It was a great experience. If you like fishing and hunting or anything to do with being outdoors, hiking, stuff like that, I highly recommend you check out the Fred Hall show. They have one in Long Beach, they have one in San Diego, and it's just a great time. I talked to a lot of people, got a lot of business cards, a lot of different stuff kind of in the works. It's really cool because I was actually able to promote all my channels. Well, not the pranks, but the vlogs, the fishing, and the cooking channels. They have a trout casting pond here for kids. And when I was in Minnesota as a young kid, probably 4 or 5, they had one of these at the Minnesota Fishing Convention at the St. Paul Convention Center. And they would give you a rod, they'd hook a stinky piece of cheese on there. And we went out, I was with my dad, and I really like to cast far. So as a kid, I casted the stinky piece of cheese across the pond, and I actually hit a guy who was bald in the head, and the cheese hit him right in the head and it stuck there. And I was like, "Here, Dad," and I handed him the rod, and he wasn't paying attention. I gave him the rod, and the guy looks over, and my dad's standing there holding the rod, and my dad sees him with the cheese, and he was like, "Oh, no, I'm sorry, I swear it was the kid," and the guy was really mad. And it was really, really funny. So kind of brought back memories seeing the fishing pond here, but it's a great thing for kids. Great way to get them involved in fishing and to check stuff out. But I'm gonna head out here. I think I have about an hour and 20-minute drive home through the brutal Los Angeles traffic. But it was just a fantastic day here at the Fred Hall Fishing Show. It was a blast, a lot of fun. I made it home. Traffic actually wasn't too bad. I thought it'd be a lot worse. Didn't take me very long. But here's the new hat that I got at the Fred Hall Show. Here's the shirt that I got for Iris. It's a Guy Harvey, a little 6-month-old shark on it. I don't know if you guys can tell what color is it. Is it red and blue or is it black and green? You tell me, comment below. You like the shirt I got our baby? It's good to see you. I missed you all day.
I missed you too. I'm all ready for bed already. Iris is asleep.
Turning in early, huh?
Well, I just got comfy and I'm gonna watch. I'm watching The Theory of Everything.
Hey, big dog. I put my pajamas on too. Hey, big dog, did you miss me? Did you miss me? I had a fantastic day at the Fred Hall Show. I met a lot of really cool people. Got to talk to a lot of people, a lot of different companies. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, favorite this video, and as always, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.